Hey y'all, this is Ratter Tatter.
And this is Chill Pill.
And it is very late. We are very tired. But we decided, screw that, we're gonna play some more Purrfect Date.
We're gonna recon.
Yeah, recon it is.
Let's reconnaissance.
Okay, still just one option.
Reckon
Recon
9.
9. The marigolds are clearing out the lab's inventory. Should probably be there too. Might find something useful. Uh-oh. We're getting more marigold action this time.
Ooh.
I know my morning alarm is ringing, but I can barely lift my eyelids.
That hot marigold action.
I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to today or dreading it. Promised to go in 2 hours early to help with the monthly inventory and deep cleanse the lab. Mr. Marigold's gonna be there and he's so hot.
His totes my goats.
But I'm so tired. It's not the work I'm anxious about, but the fact that I'm doing it with the Marigolds. That bitch, Mrs. Marigold's gonna be there. They're an odd pair. They certainly don't say much, and I quite often feel that they're judging me. Oh well, the sooner I get there, the sooner it'll be over. As I approach the lab, I can hear their voices raised in stage-type whispers. They're obviously having a row that they don't want anyone else to hear. Then why are they whispering so loud?
Stop whispering, stupid people. I can hear you.
I loiter around for a few minutes to see if I can pick up any tidbits that would be helpful. I'm not nosy, just curious, like a cat.
Alright, that's you.
It's a cat, Mason, okay? A cat. All it cares about is sleeping and eating.
It's still a living thing, Mora.
A living thing? It's a glorified vermin is what it is. You're putting us at risk, guys. It's the sort of person to mess with, Mason. Loyalty to the company is the #1 priority in their eyes.
I have been loyal. It's my allegiance that's changing, not my loyalty.
Do you know how ridiculous you sound? Allegiance to who? A bunch of cats?
Mora, you know they're not just cats.
You know when we signed our contracts.
Not fully. It's different anyway in real life, living with them, knowing them.
Knowing them?
You know what I mean.
I know if you mess this up, we'll be destitute, at best. I feel like I can't put this off any longer. Good morning. You're here. I'm not late, am I?
Not at all. We were just discussing how to proceed.
They exchanged glances.
Glance.
Oh my god. You two can't get on with the stock check. Leave the sanitization to me. Sounds good to me. Where do we begin, Mr. Marigold?
Call me Mason. I have the list here, so I'll call the item and you tell me how many we have.
Okay, Mason. If I'm in your way, you just let me know, Mrs. Marigold. Yes, I'll be sure to. You'll fucking know.
You'll know, bitch. You'll know.
But if we each mind our own business, well, I'm sure it'll all work out fine, dear. The tension in the air is tangible.
I love
I could
tangibles.
just, like, swim in this shit.
I
This
usually
could be
like...
a very long 2 hours.
I usually like oranges more, but tangibles are also good.
It's like an episode of the OC. We start off the top shelf with a large metal cabinet.
Standard test tubes.
20 boxes.
Petri dishes.
10 boxes. Mixed sizes.
Beakers. Large.
25.
Beakers. Medium.
20.
Only 20? That's a bit low. Have we had more breakages than usual?
I decide not to tell him that I sometimes use them as tea mugs, and there are at least 3 in my tent growing mold as we speak.
Mold.
Yes, we've been a bit clumsy lately. I know one was knocked off the counter by McMurphy this week.
The drunkard.
We always blame the drunkie McMurphy. Nothing but trouble, them cats. Mrs. Marigold continues with the stock take as though he didn't hear his wife. We move on to the next shelf and the next until we've almost finished the entire inventory. We're coming to the end of the drugs cabinet.
Ketamine, 50 milliliters.
8 bottles.
That can't be right. It says here that we normally stock 30.
Dear Lord. See for yourself. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Calamine!
Calamine!
Or ketamine.
Hey, ketamine!
Whatever.
Catification!
It sounds like ketamine. Do you use a lot of that then?
No, on the contrary, I mostly use just for anesthetizing. We rarely do that kind of surgery.
Well, that's a mystery.
I wonder what it could be used for. You two will be a lot quicker if you stick to your accounting and leave the wondering up to the professor. We finished the rest of the job without any unnecessary chat. We all seem to be deep in our own thoughts. I have so many. All about where that amount of ketamine might be disappearing to. And for what purpose? Suddenly I don't feel too good. Maybe I accidentally drank it.
So many thoughts. Like, how come they haven't designed a cereal that doesn't get soggy?
2 thoughts. All right, let's sleep.
Okay.
And is it gonna be cool? Is it gonna be cool? Oh, yay! I sat in the position Professor Popper taught me. Oh boy. Legs crossed.
Yes, you need to sit in this
Back
position
straight.
particularly because it helps with the flow of the chi. You need to put your ass in the air higher. No higher than that. That's good chi flow right there.
Oh. I close my eyes and hear rhythmic purring, slow and steady. My fur prickles at the sea breeze, and my ears twist at the distant sounds of feet on wood and seagulls crying in another faraway place. The smell of the sea fills my nostrils. The taste of salt fills my mouth. I begin to focus on my breathing and the rhythm of my heartbeat, allowing my mind to drift. Like it never ever does, ever. Ever.
No, my mind is constantly going.
On. As I take a deep breath in, the tide comes creeping toward me, and so I'm pulling it. When I'm just centimeters away from my bare toes, I slowly release my outward breath to a count of 5 beats. 1, 2, 4, 7.
I can do
5,
this. I know numbers.
3.
Hold on.
With each beat, I push the tide back into the horizon. It's almost as though I'm touching the rising sun. Breathe in. 2, 3, 7,
What
5,
comes after 4?
and out. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Breathing.
Drifting now, without attachment to thought, my mind free from worry and care. Aw, we got a new one. We did some meditating on the beach.
That was rather boring.
Alright, we still have plenty of time.
Oh my god.
Lots of time, so let's go and date some more
Time to floofy some butts. All
Let's
right.
butt some floofy.
F some B.
We've been walking for ages, Major. I don't have much longer before they'll expect me back.
Almost there. It needs to be as close to the danger zone
Danger zone.
as possible to deter snoopers. Few cats and even fewer humans come this far out, which ensures that my deposits are safe. This is
taking a
where
shit.
I go to Dookie.
Deposits?
This is an act of trust, you understand. I believe that our recent disagreement and resulting reconciliation has made our bond of camaraderie stronger than ever, and I would like to solidify our reunion with the sharing of something quite private and important to you.
He's gonna shit on our chest, isn't he?
Yes, he's German. He's a German kitty.
I feel slightly awkward and mumble incoherently in response. Yeah, what's past is past. Water under the bridge and all that. I'm delighted, though, that you reviewed and modified some of your stronger opinions, Major. Updated your map, so to speak.
Indeed, though, for the record, I'm still uneasy about the elders, but I grant that finding a way to speak with them might provide more insight than I'd assumed.
Well, we really are on the same page now, Major. We come to a halt, and I smell the pungent scent of the elder cats.
Now it's time to...
Oh, they're so smelly.
Now it's time to dookie.
I've not been this close to them since that first night, and it makes me uncomfortable, but I feel surprisingly reassured to be with Floofy.
This is it. We must be completely silent now, otherwise I can't make. So you'll have to cease that unattractive sound.
I have a shy colon. Unattractive sound? I'm out of breath, Major. I can't help it.
What I'm about to show you has taken a long time and a lot of effort on my part. If anyone else should get wind of its whereabouts or even its existence...
He spent a lot of time digesting it.
He spent a lot of time pooping.
Yeah, okay, whatever, Major. I get it. I swear the most prestigious of pinky promises that I will not utter a single word to anyone about what I see today.
Make sure that you
Until
don't.
I send out my Snapchat, and everyone's gonna see that dookie on my tits, and they're gonna think you're so disgusting.
Oh my god, I let a cat duke on my boobs. What?
How gross is that cat? It's not me, it's the cat.
Yeah,
The cat's the gross one.
Hashtag cats are grody.
Floofy Butt seems satisfied. And makes an effort to straighten himself out before motioning towards a large tree. Oh, you want some privacy, do you?
This is my poop tree. Welcome. Ahem, this, my dear, is my treasure.
Oh my goodness, what a handsome tree you have there, Major. Very tall and proud looking. Congrats.
No, you dumb bitch. Come over here. It's not the tree.
Floofy Butt leads me around the enormous tree to its hidden side. It has a large hollow in it and makes it look like a tunnel.
This is my dookie tunnel.
Good God, man. Are you digging an escape route out of here?
What on earth are you twittering about, or Facebooking, or Snapchatting? Use your eyes more and your mouth less, my dear.
I noticed then that hidden in the dark recess of the tree is the outline of a dookie. A large object with my eyes won't allow me to see clearly. What is it?
Don't be shy, Private Parts. Get in there and have a proper look.
I have no choice but to crawl into the cavity for closer inspection. I run my fingers over the item and deduce that it is made out of old splintering wood and has cold metal adornments on either side. I use them to drag it out of the tree, and in the half light, I'm somewhat unsurprised to see his old-fashioned treasure chest. I would expect nothing less from the Major. Floofy Butt is looking at me expectantly.
Well, open it, my dear. You needn't worry about the lock. It's quite broken.
I do as instructed. Oh, my giddy aunt! Major, how on earth? The chest is full to the brim with all sorts of shiny things. Oh, jewelry, gems, coins, trinkets, ornaments, baubles, and all manner of curios. Floofy Butt lets out a low laugh.
Ho, 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 ho. Allow me to regale you, human, with my vast adventures and conquests.
I settle down and allow the Major's voice to wash over me as I play with some items of frippery from the chest.
Frippery?
Whatever that means.
Ah, that coin you're holding. That's a very interesting story attached to that. Do you know how old it is, Private Parts? I do believe the date on it should be still legible. I remember the night I found it. I'd gone for a walk along the beach. It was blustery and dark.
I feel for the first time how exhausted I am. The walk has sapped me of all my energy, and you're just so boring.
And as I've fought with the elements...
I look ahead and notice the sky is much darker. I'm laying down, although I don't remember doing so.
Valiant and victorious to thunderous applause.
Woo! I hear a low grumbling sound. Thunder? and a flashing behind my now closed eyes. Surely it's a storm, but there's no rain. That's odd. No wet. I'm not wet. I should be wet.
I should be leaving wet.
Just warm and dry and hard to breathe.
And I bellowed defiantly, "You cannot have them," but the Muellers were already encircling.
I should really get up now. Oh, it seems my eyes won't open. That's a pity. Guess I'll just take a nap.
As a bit into the still beating heart.
That's Cannibal Lecter for you. I do believe I'm paralyzed. That's a shame. Try to move my fingers. Nah, they're not listening. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord!
Wake up. We have to get you out of here this instant. Up you get. That's it. Come on.
As I come to, the world looks dark and distorted. I must be waking because the trees are passing my line of vision. My hands hurt. I look down at them and they're pressed firmly to the earth, one moving in front of the other. I must be crawling? I don't know how much time has passed, but I wake up on the sand. I inspect my blistering hands. Floofy Butt is next to me, facing the sea. What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
Oh, you're awake. No, I'm afraid you weren't dreaming. I really was turquoise and had a weird mustache.
Fucking tell me what happened!
It was my fault. I took you too close to the danger zone. Danger zone? And in your current state, you couldn't handle it.
In my current state?
Yes. Feline transition is still in its early stages. It seems to be progressing particularly slowly in you.
So I'm still very vulnerable to the effects of the elder territory?
Quite. I was foolish. I didn't think. I was too interested in myself, my stories, my treasure, to protect you properly. Please forgive me. It's fine.
I don't want to fuck up and get shot in the head.
I think saying it's fine is what he's looking for.
Every time you think that's what we should say, it's not.
Oh, she's gonna Google it.
I don't want to get shot in the head. I want the good ending. Alright, so tuck in, stand up, you put me in danger. You're supposed to say you put me in danger. See, what did I say? So, even though you knew I was at risk, you still brought me to the danger zone?
I'm ashamed to say that's true.
But why? I thought we were friends.
Indeed we are, Private Parts. In fact, therein lies the answer. I value your friendship highly, and I wanted to impress you.
So you thought you'd do that by having me... What the fuck is that? Poleaxed? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I fear I've been rather foolish.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll leave.
He turns to go so quickly that I almost have to shout after him. Hang on a minute. You don't get away that easily. The forlorn-looking cat slinks back towards me. For future reference, I'm not so superficial as to be impressed by a few stories, engaging though they were. Floofy Butt's ears perk up a little. What impresses me about you is how much you've been willing to change your old ideas, how much effort you've made to challenge some of your opinions. We have covered a lot of ground, you and I, and you have my utmost respect. By now, the Major has completely regained his composure and is obviously gagging to chip in, so I let him speak.
Do you really think so?
Yes, you're becoming a very open-minded cat.
Actually, I meant about my stories.
Of course. What?
I believe engaging was the word you used.
He looks so pleased with himself that I decide to let him have it. Engaging is the word I meant. In fact, I'm gonna lay down here in the sand for a moment and rest while you retell your tales to take my mind off my throbbing headache.
Well, if you think it would help, far be it from me to deny my friends some comfort in their time of need. Settle down, Private Parts, and I shall begin.
I curl up into a ball on the warm sand while Floofy Butt's voice washes over me and I drift off to sleep and dream I'm a cat. What happened to having to get back soon? All right.
Speaking of getting back soon, we need to be getting back to bed here right now, because it's about that time. So, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do that and ring that bell to get all the notification things about us doing videos and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, follow us on all the social medias at Black Sheep Vidya, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and be sure to sleep tight. And don't let the acid trips bite.
The danger zone bite.
Danger zone.
So we took a rest, and we're hoping for a fever dream. And didn't get it with the rest, but we got it with the romance. How about that?
How crazy could it possibly get past that? Not very is probably my prediction.
Probably the answer there.
Probably.